What makes Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2 dramatically different from 3? Now, there's a lot of similarities and differences when it comes to both Tenkaichi specifically. Tenkaichi 2 overall had a very better story mode that was intricate, that had every single piece of Dragon Ball Z storyline, had every single movie, had the best storyline in any Dragon Ball Z game, and had the best fillers. All the way to a point where they had some of the best filler arcs of all time. Within the continuity of Bankai Namco, Tenkaichi 2 was the greatest game ever created. Whereas its counterpart, Tenkaichi 3, just ruined the franchise from the series. Like no other Dragon Ball Z game made me feel the way that Tenkaichi 2 did. Because B22 had a good story mode, also had good soundtrack and good long dialogue with the characters. Look how detailed literally this is. I couldn't believe it. And not only that, literally the characters literally were way above any sequel to any fighting game like Baby, Aju 2, Samomovich, including both Super Saiyan 4s and even extra characters, General Sao. Tenkaichi 2 was based off the impact of the original Dragon Ball Z on television, and 2 set the bar for anime games thus far. Because what 2 did was literally it had a good commercial, literally the first one literally that played up the first Tenkaichi's success. Okay soundtrack, it was like GT almost, but the soundtrack was literally bursting meteor and then confusion. The story mode from Turles all the way to Garlic Jr. so extremely detailed, it wasn't even funny. And 2 believed in the continuity of Dragon Ball Z all the way to the point where we fell in love with the series all over again. Tenkaichi 2 may have had, Super 17 and original GT characters like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, cut short when it came to dialogue. And there weren't many punchlines lately. Tenkaichi 2 literally had the original feel of the entire series, with extensive dialogue saying I'll kill you from characters like Android 13, and I felt like no other Dragon Ball Z game can replicate this feel. Future Trunks undercover literally with his arc being extensive for the series, in the Android saga is where it escalates when it comes to Dragon Ball Z entertainment. And the extension so bad literally a pure fatherware family where it came to Super Saiyan 3 Goku and the Majin Buu saga. I couldn't believe each and every song literally from Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2 and how the songs went hand in hand with the story mode, including Future Trunks when he killed the android. But what other than the story mode, kick-ass soundtrack that literally Tenkaichi 2 had down pat? Gameplay and characters fighting. From Rats all the way to Ginevra, literally everybody wanted to try every different character, every different color, constantly, and the pure mode was on hard. The reason literally why people couldn't play 2, versus 3, it was for a really bad reason, was for a really biased reason, was because 3 had more characters, literally, and I wouldn't say instantly more gameplay. I say Tenkaichi 2 had way better gameplay. Like when you're kicking in the air, pressing triangle, I felt like Tenkaichi 2 was the king of that, especially Piccolo. It didn't miss a single beat with every single line when it came to gameplay and story mode. It took my heart away when it came to Rats and 2 Brothers. In reality, more people are gonna play Tenkaichi 3 based off the fact that there are more characters. The characters cut short and sweet. In my opinion, Tenkaichi 3 literally is not as impactful but had more ability than Tenkaichi 2 due to GT Goku and so forth. Everybody loved Tenkaichi 3 literally, including when it came to Android 17's Ultimate Special. But when it came to, story mode, it was all over the place literally. To really mix up concept really with fillers like Devil Man and Grandpa Gohan. We'll never really get to the straightforward things again in Android Saga. I won't go down like last time. And Tenkaichi 1 literally had a way better story mode versus 3, because it still killed the main events. I remember literally where everybody was playing, including with their older brother. Where we got to Frieza literally, and nobody can beat Frieza on the highest level. That's how detailed the first Tenkaichi was. But Tenkaichi 2 literally blew my mind literally with Garlic Jr. If you keep on playing literally Tenkaichi 2's characters, they make you so infatuated with the game. But you know how Chaozu flips on his head? It will make you wonder if Garlic Jr. could do the same thing along with Babidi. The Raccoon literally when it came to blowing up the planet, gameplay with Raccoon was gruesome. Extensive gameplay for the 2 Buuhans, Buu Tanks, Gotenks Absorbed, and Gohan Absorbed were pitiful. Tenkaichi 3, they cheated with the transformations. Tenkaichi 2 is what made transformations best of all in the series. Let's get into the timeline of when Tenkaichi 2 became. Now, we all were hyped literally on Cartoon Network when the literally commercial came out. We saw Bardock literally kicking ass, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2 for the PlayStation 2. Greatest console in the world along with Sly Cooper. Even though we all know Sly Cooper isn't a console. Now, what was happening on air literally on Cartoon Network as these commercials aired was on the same time as shows like Teen Titans, by Jim Partners a Monkey, Camp Lazlo, all that gay ass color candy shit. The media was in a crack hit, and why I noticed, through the years, not GT, because GT literally was airing when they were, part-time, somewhat simultaneously, like they were still on DVD when Tenkaichi 2 was out. was the rise of Cartoon Network's success in anime games, simply Dragon Ball Z games as a whole, and that's what made you hyped about the series. When everything was intertwined in the same universe. What was wrong was that they didn't keep up the continuity of Tenkaichi 2, so when it came to create, lately when it came to shows and everything downgrade, from Cartoon Network. To the point where they started coming out with shit like Rage and Blast. The Ultimate Tenkaichi Lily is when they really fell off. Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit Lily is the closest thing to Tic-Tac-Toe that I mess with. Now Lily, one of my favorite characters in Tenkaichi 2 was Curlis. But besides that, there's always good characters like Android 19, Kid Buu of course. My brother would always use Janemba. And I know what that happened. I don't want to get off topic this video because this is the greatest video game of all time. What ends up happening, literally two locations. People who buy games such as Tenkaichi 3, like Caucasian people, 5 times out of 10 white people. And they buy Tenkaichi games specifically for characters like Super Saiyan 3 Goku and really don't go off when it comes to intellectual things. When we slightly, transfer, to shitty cartoons like Adventure Time, etc. And to me, that's the apocalypse. No Resident Evil, but literally, Tenkaichi 2 had no excuse for fighting games. Everything was fast-paced gameplay. Murder all the way with every character, including Android 18, made you want to literally relive the storyline of Dragon Ball Z. And there's still, questions to this day, literally, for characters like Buu that can turn people into chocolate, all the way to people like Bobby that can see you in the lamp. With that increased storyline that includes the Great Saiyan Man, I love Tenkaichi 2 with all my heart. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay for this video today.